Welcome to Date with Danu right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Sometimes it's always wonderful to follow certain journeys, relationships that have worked, stories that have a wonderful start and a great story to it, and at the same time a partnership that really complements each other. For the second time around on Date with Danu, I'm happy to have Inoma and Fazil.
Hi, I'm Inoma.
Hi, I'm Fazil.
And we're here to go on a date with Danu. We are the owners of 1331. We have been in business online for the past 9 years, and
Now we have opened up a retail boutique store which is in Colombo 5.
so I think Danu probably wants to get deep into the whole process, the behind the scenes and how we put up the store. Let's see what he has in store
Yeah,
for
what
us.
is in store for us, for sure.
So Date with Danu is all about, we just sort of eavesdrop and sort of wait around to see what's happening to these people who have come on the show. And these two have grown, and I'm so happy to see them. Initially, when you came on the show, were you pregnant or you had given birth?
I had given birth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now the child is going to school, like about to graduate and all.
She's 5 years.
She's 5, yeah, almost like she's about to
Yeah,
graduate.
there you go. Lots of things have happened. So if you know the brand 1331, which is heavily advertised on social media, because that was their primary start to this business that they do. You don't see garments coming out every day because they take a lot of time to master each piece that comes out, and it's guaranteed to stick around for a long time too. Now this 1331 opened its own flagship store recently, and I wanted to speak about that and so much more. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having us again.
Yeah. Second time.
So tell me how y'all have still not got sick of y'all, no?
No.
Each other.
Yeah.
Here and there we do.
Yeah,
a bit, but
sometimes,
then,
yeah.
some other day we balance it off.
Balance it out.
Who is the one who gets angry fast?
should
You know,
who,
no? I
Danu,
know, I
who
know,
the,
I know. The face
yeah,
says
who's
it
the
all.
more the calmer person and who's the...
Yeah.
No, I get angry more often, but he's the
Thanks.
one who is most. No, actually, I think we have switched roles now. He gets angry more. I'm more
That was
chill.
because of the
Actually, we
store.
have switched personalities since the opening of the store, I think.
Yeah.
Since of late. He's growing old, so he gets angry faster now.
That was with the store pressure, the boutique pressure and all of that. But then now I'm back
Back
to being who I am.
no solemn
More,
person.
yeah.
Who gets the final word in? That's the most important question.
So at the end of the day, it's always her only. So whatever I say,
No.
I just keep on saying things. But then at the end of the day, she's a shot caller.
It's like I keep on saying things, but
So sometimes when he really has to put his foot down, he does.
Yeah.
But we usually come up to, we will fight about it.
yeah, otherwise
will-
no fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and he'll be like, no way, and I'll be like, no way. But then towards the end, we
Yeah,
sort
we
of...
come to a common ground.
Yeah,
and
we
some
do what is
other-
best for that moment.
Now I have a question. In today's world, there's attraction everywhere. It's also an easy place to like go off track. And also you're like good-looking people.
Nice.
My question is, today this whole subject called a divorce is just a normal thing. I think more people divorce now than get married. It's like I've been to second weddings more. What is it that y'all found within yourself that y'all are fresh, up to date, y'all compliment each other? You called him cute just before we started the show.
Yeah, she always calls you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is it that keeps y'all ticking this way? I'm just asking this just for general knowledge sake, not to jinx it.
We also know.
Maybe the understanding that we have, I don't know.
We're friends.
Yeah, we're more friends
We're like
than-
buddies, So that really works for us. We also wonder sometimes, we're like,
Why are we
Yeah.
together
yeah,
still?
It's been
so
18 years
long,
now.
like,
Huh?
It's been 18 years.
18.
18 years that
That's
we've been
like
together.
normal. Now it's done. Y'all are supposed to move your own way.
I know, sometimes we're like, yeah, let's start
Yeah, it's
dating
time
other
up.
people.
It's it up. Yeah, but then like there's so many things that is like that we're committed, like
Yeah.
like things that we're
Why, you're
doing
thinking
together.
about it?
Huh?
You're thinking about
No,
it,
no,
it's
no, no.
coming
In case I'm thinking about it, I'll let you know.
I don't know, it's just, I think we've just been
Yeah. It just
buddies,
keeps connecting,
Like
Yeah.
with the baby, with the business, and all.
There's
of
something new to celebrate
Yeah.
amongst you.
That. Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
always everything that we do, it keeps it's interesting, so it keeps us going.
No, the reason I asked is because today Colombo speaks so much about, I've left, I wanted to see what is it in you that you could share. And I think friendship is the most fundamental thing, no? Of how long can you be attracted to one person, and after some time you're just like seeing them naked is like looking at a wall. Y'all have not come there, no, still? Huh? Y'all have not come there, no, still?
Not there.
Not there.
I hope not.
Keep the lights off, every day is a surprise.
100%. Yeah.
You're like, oh, wow. Getting into a segment called Hot Seat. Our long-lasting friend, Crystal Luxury Wellness, thank you for being with us on Date with Danu. Something important to know, if you're someone who's looking at not only modern medicine as solution for your skin concerns, sin concerns, or even hair loss, all of these could be issues. Well, you can now go and find a middle ground that is a mix of modern medicine and Ayurveda. Now, this is available at Crystal Luxury Villa. More details, you could always speak to them about how you can consult, how you can meet the therapists, the nurses, and the doctor who will take you through the program. And at the same time, if you're looking out for wellness in total, they have some amazing weekend activities that you can be a part of. It could be yoga, breathing, and so much more. If you're the type who wants to experience new things, give it a try. You know, I'm the last person who has patience to sit and breathe in a corner. I actually tried it out and it was really nice. It's a different experience. I felt I had more oxygen in my system that day. It's amazing. Crystal Luxury Wellness, thank you for joining us on Date with Danu. Now, we have questions ready. Now, we need to put people in trouble, and we thought we'll put you all, because if anybody hates you all, they'll hate you all in a pair. It's not an individual hatred. Normally, when we have guests from other areas, they are hated individually, right? Here, both of you all will be hated together. Yeah, it's a nice way to bond. As y'all are into Passion and Garment, just want to ask you, designers in preferred order. Kamil, Indi, Charini, Brian.
Kamil, Indi, Charini, Brian.
Anytime now.
I know, I'm just thinking.
She's a fashion designer. So
Yeah, so she has to
Oh my
answer
God,
that.
that is
I'm not gonna answer
tough.
You are just
I can't
operating
pick
the
between
store.
Kamil and Brian, obviously.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean,
You have to give one person first, second, third, fourth.
okay, so I'll give Kamil and Brian 1 and 2. I mean, India and Charini also are like,
They're good
I
in
can't
what they
pick
do.
when they're all good at what they do. Yeah.
So now everyone is on the
Individually.
equal level for you. Nobody is special.
Yeah.
A Colombo personality's social media that is just fake for flex only, according to you all.
A Colombo personality.
Social media that is just faking and flexing.
Fake.
Say it.
I don't know. I was just thinking, who is fake and just flexing on social media? We wouldn't know, because if you know them personally, then you'd be like, okay, that's fake. But
Have you all come across anybody like that?
no, not so far.
No.
So far, we've actually met some really nice people who does social media, but that's people that we know on like a personal level.
Shalin Balasuriya, Harsha De Silva, Bhatia Santosh. Who would you not invite for a party of yours?
Shalin,
Bhatia Santosh,
okay.
Harsha De Silva.
Harsha De Silva, because he's a politician, right?
Hmm?
He's a
Yeah,
politician,
Harsha,
right?
He's a politician.
Yeah.
You?
I feel like the other 3 guys will be like,
I would also then not invite him, no? Because if she's not invited, then I also won't invite him.
I feel like the other 3 will be like, okay, hey, party, and this guy, I don't know.
Fazil is like,
Or should I pick Harsha?
who can do with a style fix immediately? Your options: Pushpika, Ramani, Rosie, and Sanat Jayasuriya.
Sanat, I guess.
Yeah, I'll also say, yeah. Sana?
18 years of training, I tell you. This boy has lost his self-identity. If Inoma woke up as a man, what would you do, Fazil?
scream and run away.
That will be the end of that 18-year relationship.
That will be the one.
And yeah,
She wakes up and
like she
says,
looks like a man and all of that, like in the sense, like, you know,
And
wakes
don't
up
hammer
with a
me.
man.
First thing
Yeah,
don't.
first thing I might, you know, bloody hammer
no,
and get
she'll
out.
have everything of a man, and you know it's
I might,
Inoma.
like, I might be in shock or something like that, and that will be the end of me before her.
What if she says, Fazil, turn around?
I'm like, I'm gonna
Like
turn the other
laughing
way
for
around.
why
I'm gonna turn the other way around.
Well, anyway, because both of you are from the same family, I'll just keep this to time for a break. A long-lasting friend, Crystal Luxury Wellness, thank you for being with us on Date with Danu. Something important to know, if you're someone who's looking at not only modern medicine as solution for your skin concerns, or even hair loss, all of these could be issues. Well, you can now go and find a middle ground that is a mix of modern medicine and Ayurveda. Now, this is available at Crystal Luxury Villa. More details, you could always speak to them about how you can consult, how you can meet the therapists, the nurses, and the doctor who will take you through the program. And at the same time, if you're looking out for wellness in total, they have some amazing weekend activities that you can be a part of. It could be yoga, breathing, and so much more. If you're the type who wants to experience new things, give it a try. You know, I'm the last person who has patience to sit and breathe in a corner. I actually tried it out and it was really nice. It's a different experience. I felt I had more oxygen in my system that day. It's amazing. Crystal Luxury Wellness, thank you for joining us on Date with Danu. Back with us on the show, speaking to Inoma and Fazil. Now, I wanted to ask you, doing your own business could be a headache. And also, it's just unwanted amount of stress. But why did y'all choose this? Y'all didn't want to just go and like do what others do, like work in a company and just...
We
We
were
did that,
working.
yeah.
we were working. I was flying for Sri Lankan Airlines. Inoma was working for Dale. But then after that, what we thought was it's time for us to start on something, because she was, of course, she was qualified as a fashion
He
designer.
was ready to like stop working and invest in businesses and stuff. So, and my mom was not very happy about me leaving my job because she was like, no, you're still young. But then we just thought, okay, fine, let's just try it out and see.
But
And
just a hobby that we started.
yeah, it was
you
just
know,
like,
and
you
then
know, we were just dating. We were just like, I feel now when I think about it, our thought process back in the day, it was just immature, you know. Which,
And this,
yeah.
but it did give you a substantial amount of money for you all to live life.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So now we have
And
built
then,
like a
yeah.
brand out of it, and yeah.
And then once we thought that, okay, fine, this is it, we were like, okay, fine, now let's leave the corporate and let's just continue this, because this hobby turned out to something great. Yeah, so we thought, okay, fine, let's just keep on going, and things just worked out for us.
When you were flying, what was the most interesting thing that has happened to you? Have you been approached by people?
Approached?
Yeah.
In what way?
Both ways.
Yeah, both ways, yes, of course. You need to draw the line, no, at some time.
And what do you do?
Huh?
Don't tell me you laugh like that, because they would have thought it's a yes.
I gave a small silent treatment, you know.
But you have been.
Yeah, of course, I have. 100%.
Have you ever had this ounce of jealousy?
No,
Never.
not really. Not so much, because I feel like
Nobody can handle this.
not really. I feel like for me it was more like if something's meant to happen, then it's not meant for me. I was always with that kind of thought process. So I thought if anything were to happen, if he were to do something, then that's not for me. So I had already made peace with the fact that if it does happen, I'm not going to be. Obviously, if it does happen, someone's going to get killed. But you know, it was.
You thought in layers.
But yeah, I was never that type of girl, though. Right?
Okay, what's the worst thing that happened to you while you were flying?
The worst thing that has happened to me while I was flying, of course, some passenger coming and puking on my
Oh, really?
aisle that I'm working, and then me cleaning it. And then sometimes, you know, I try to avoid that because I hate doing that. Or, you know, you handle these Indian passengers, right? And then, you know, they are a little tough to deal with because they drink a lot when they come on board the traders. Yeah, so dealing with them has been a bit of a hectic this thing, but overall it has been one of the best jobs that I have done. And I think every youngster should try it out because you fly for free.
And also you meet so many people in all walks of life and you can put up with everyone there.
Exactly, and you live in the best of you stay in the best of the best hotels. They give you so much of privilege and all of that. Yeah, but then I thought, okay, I was there for about 5 years. Then I thought, now it's time up. Let's get out, and then I left the place and then started 1331.
Amazing. Time for this segment. It's called One Word. All right, one word stands for one word. You can't elaborate the answer. What's the meanest thing you have ever done to someone to get back at them?
One word.
Okay, then that could be a few words.
Meanest thing I've got done to someone to get back at them. I would have probably done something similar.
Okay.
Kind of similar.
Similar.
Yeah.
Or block them.
You?
No negative energy.
That's what I've done to Fazil.
Negative
Every time
energy
he annoys me, blocked.
Block, and then I'll send her emails.
Can you please unblock me?
You, what's the meanest thing you would have done? I don't know. You might have just smiled and
just-
forgiven.
Yeah, that's all I do. Like I don't like I would.
All lies.
No, that's what I
He gets
do.
pretty pissed off, okay? He'll blast someone if he'll.
But I'll ignore them forever. Like something
Really?
Like that, yeah.
Wow.
No negative energy.
Whoa. Have you ever found something valuable on the street and kept it for yourself, even though you knew you could return it to the owner?
No,
Never.
unfortunately not.
Actually, I got $1,000 once. What is the most embarrassing moment you have experienced in your lifetime? This will be a wonderful time to speak about your ears being licked.
I think for me was, I don't know if I'm allowed to say those words
Never
on.
mind.
For me was when I called a salon to ask for a blow dry, and instead I was like, "Can I make an appointment for a you know what?" Instead, and the other person was like, "Sorry, ma'am," and I kept repeating myself, and I kept saying the wrong thing, and I was like, "Oh no!" Like it took me a while, so that was like a really embarrassing moment for me because by evening I had to go to get my blow dry.
I thought you had to give up.
She actually kept the point for that.
And then this lady is looking at me and I'm looking at her and she's like, "This is that nut job." Yeah, that was for me.
I hope you got something out of that.
Practice makes perfect, right?
Okay, now let's speak about your ear being sucked on.
I didn't even tell that was my embarrassing moment.
Okay,
Danu.
fine. I found it quite embarrassing.
Yeah, that was one of my most embarrassing moments.
And this guy
Yeah,
sucked on
this
your
guy
ear,
is-
not a girl.
I'm not going to mention the name.
Yeah, that's true,
He's
don't.
a known character. But then, you
But
know.
there was a lot of us there. It was like a funny thing.
Everyone was there, but then that
He
was,
was
I
red.
was like just stuck
didn't know what
there.
to
I
say.
didn't
He
know
was
how
like-
to react. And I was pretty young also. Yeah,
You were
so-
fresh.
Yeah, I was fresh. Yeah, now a bit hacked, so, you know.
Did it feel good at least?
Oh, no way, that's gonna feel good, Danu. I'm straight as an arrow.
This has now come to that point. I'm like, so funny. I can just picture your face.
I know.
Like you were standing on landmine.
So I really don't
He
know
was
what to do. I was
legit
like, so I'm like just standing here and
He's
giving him
like-
the impression, oh, right. I think he's giving me permission to lick the other ear.
Okay. Which is the one word in your vocabulary that you can use excessively?
It's a bad word for me.
What is, okay. 4 letters.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You?
But we try not to now. with
Yeah.
our,
Because the baby will be saying that in
Yeah,
school.
exactly. So we try not to
he
use it.
calls me out sometimes. He's like, yeah, language.
Yeah, the same, Danu,
Ah, really?
which we try to control now because of the baby. Yeah.
If you had to have a gender change, what part of body would you want to enhance to something else?
To something else. I have only one option. To get- It'd be nice to try out how it feels. What about you? What would you enhance?
Change.
She has already told me.
Yeah, maybe my height.
Time for a
Expected
break.
something else from me.
No, it's okay. Height is also it's a valid call. Just because you're tall, nothing is going to change. We'll see you after the break. Talk about Sri Lanka and talk about homemade brands. Seline Handloom has definitely been one of those top brands that have taken Sri Lanka to the world. It could be for your wedding, it could be for a very special occasion. Their garments make it extra special because the fabric that they use or the fabric that you purchase to stitch your outfits are all done by women with amazing stories. Stories of struggles, stories of victory, stories of achieving greater things in life. All of this is possible because you go there and embrace Seline as a brand. Go be a part of all their amazing work, and at the same time, while you dress up and look gorgeous, remember you are the reason for somebody else's smile back at the factory. Back with us on Date with Danu. I'm going to dive into a bit of a serious conversation here. From 2019, we have had some very strong opinions said about certain religions and opinions. And you come from a different religion, and when you found and fell in love, and you have embraced everything, and you all have never made it about religion. It's about connections with people, and religion is just something that you have to guide you through what is right and what is wrong. 2019 might have been a tough year for you. Like, I know of people who are like in the heart of the city who still had opinions about being Muslim, and like, you know, they saw everyone in the same light. Did you face that?
Yes, I did. It was a bit of a tough ride, and especially with sometimes when it's traveling, because I have the Muhammad that I carry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then having her around, and you know, there were times when there was checking and all of that going at those security.
There was one time that they realized that we had, they checked both our IDs, and even though I was in shalwa, I was wearing a shalwa, and our IDs were different. Like, they checked my ID and said, okay, you can go. Then they checked his ID, and everybody was like on alert, and they made us get down, and they like stripped our whole vehicle. They just wanted to check everything, and they were not sure, and they're like, you know, what's your relationship to this person? Like, you know, we were like, we're married, like, you know. But yeah, it was a bit of a tough time.
But it just changed overnight. Like, everyone was tinted the same way. Did you have friends who you lost because of it? Like friends who had very strong opinions, or people who you know who just changed?
Not exactly, Danu.
Yeah, I think a
Yeah.
lot of people understood that
Were
this
very
was not to be
open-minded, yeah.
targeted to one
to a
category of
certain
people just
category.
because this happened, you know.
Correct.
Yeah.
But it was alarming times.
Yeah, it's something that we went through as Muslims, what Tamils went through in '83,
Correct.
right? During the '83 riots.
At that time, did you all ever feel like we need to just leave? Like, did you feel that you didn't belong in a place where you call home?
There were times that we thought about it, but then after that, things, as you said, it all settled down, and people had a different perspective
Yeah,
when it
and
came
we
to
were
this whole
worried
thing.
like, oh God, if you're thinking of having kids, like, is it going to be a tough one? But then it was all right.
Yeah, things cooled down, which was good
Yeah,
for
eventually.
everyone.
But you know, we have seen it all in our lifetime, and I think that whole lineup of 2020 till, like, I don't know where we are heading right now, but till now we have had some of the most crucial times.
Yeah.
Did you all ever feel like doing something of your own, having your own like name to be responsible for? Was it too much on you all at that time? How to sell shirts when during that time?
It was tough, Danu. Our
Yeah, it
business
was.
was not operational for a couple of
Months.
months because we couldn't do any deliveries and we were based online, and that was like a tough time for us as well. And we had just had the baby and we were on lockdown, so like we managed.
It was a bad
because,
year though
yeah.
for all.
It
Not
was
only us, I
definitely a
think
bad year,
overall
and we were
everyone went
actually
through
like, okay, should we just leave? But we couldn't even leave because everything
Yeah.
else was like locked down.
There was no petrol
But
to leave us.
yeah,
But
it was actually a very tough time for us. I mean, some of our closest friends would know how difficult it was, but
we sailed the boat somehow or
yeah,
the
we
other.
did.
Yeah, that's how everyone did.
yeah.
in this timeline of togetherness of 18 years and counting, what is it that you all have learned that you can tell somebody else who is getting into a relationship and hoping to make it work?
That's
Patience, understanding especially. Yeah.
and if you really work as a team, you can do anything. If you guys are on a good level and think that we are both a team.
Basically, everything has been a team effort for us.
Yeah.
Everything that we do has always been a team effort. So it works well for us as a team. And
Yeah.
so that's why we always keep on going like this.
Did the families like embrace and say, "Oh, that's a perfect match, let's get married, get you all married," or was it tough?
No,
Not at all.
the families are like, no, no way, you're not marrying that boy, you're not marrying that girl.
Yeah, at the start it was
At
a
the
bit
start
hard.
it was like
so
that. Now our
Yeah.
parents are like, oh, you guys are so cute.
so
Y'all-
things changed after the baby.
Oh,
Not only
became-
after the baby.
Even
I
during the
think.
marriage, it was a bit
Yeah.
edgy.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't, but at the start, yes.
It
But
was,
then
yeah.
after that, things slowed
So
down.
y'all
They
used to date-
respected my decision.
y'all dated whoring those days.
Ah,
Yeah,
horeng,
full
horeng,
horeng.
full horeng.
Really?
Everything was
Yeah.
horeng, yeah. We
Going
used to get caught
out.
all the time. My dad used to have some person following me around and
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
It was really bad.
Got caught always.
Always
the
got
case.
caught.
Y'all
Most of
could-
the times, at least, I think.
Y'all could go on trips and all, never did.
No,
Sneaky trips.
sneaky trips.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was 18 and she was 16. We were so young.
I would say that I'm having a sleepover or, you know.
And then you have to tell your friends to go with the
Yeah,
same
and my
plan.
mom will be like, I want to talk to her mom. And I'm like, oh no. But yeah, it was a fun time though. Now when we think about it, we're like, oh my God, such brat.
I know, and also y'all went through so much. But when did y'all get the, okay, here, we can't convince them otherwise?
I mean, my mom, after a while, my mom was like, okay, you know what? If your intentions are pure, you can come home, you can see her, you can, you know,
It's
with my
better for her to
permission.
have him here than have you and him
Exactly.
outside somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, something
and
like that.
yeah, so, and she had like certain
Yeah.
ground rules.
So and her
like,
deadline for parties is 10 o'clock. So
Oh.
10 o'clock she has to go home.
What's
she
the
has
point?
to
It
be home.
doesn't even start.
Yeah.
10 o'clock only I'm going to pick her up.
He picks me up at 10 and I'm sitting
So
on the
she-
couch with my mom. My mom's with the longest fit and he's like, what time is this boy coming? What time is this boy coming? And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God. And he's like, you're so uncool. How can I tell my friends that, you know, my girlfriend doesn't get permission to come out partying? And I'm like, oh God. My mom from one side, Fazil from one side. It was a tough time.
But I'm sure now she has fallen for the son-in-law.
Yeah, definitely. Those two are buddies now.
Not as much. Break time. Back with us on the show. One of the reasons why I've always been fond of these two is the fact that I love when two people can take up each other and sort of find a way to maneuver, yet so happily, fresh. And like it's like meeting you all, it's like there is no like animosity or I want to be better than the other one, none of that. And that is what's rich because you don't find that as much. Even if it's a working career, people, they feel like, you know, we need to prove something more and a man needs to be better than the woman. But I like the fact that you all can't be bothered.
Yeah, even we have competitors, but we are not bothered about it. We
Yeah.
want everyone to do good, Danu, at the end
Yeah.
of the day. We want ourselves to do good, like better in everything that we do. At the same time, we want the others also in the same industry, fashion
Yeah.
industry or whatever that they are doing, to do well and
Yeah.
to do good in what they are doing.
But I have to, who was the first guinea pig you all dressed with your set of clothes?
That would be me. And then it was just friends, you know. It was mostly friends because Arunika and Chanel, they used to be my first models, and the three of us were very close when I was modeling. So those two, and one of Fazil's brother's friends called Raj, one of our friends, it was him. They were our first
Okay.
set, so yeah.
I just have to go back because I find y'all's relationship story so funny. I have to like go back. So you were modeling,
Yeah.
Muslim family. What did they? No wonder you were kicked out of the house.
Exactly. So that was her peak. when
Okay, so
was
she
at
had
that
like
was-
back-to-back shows.
Yeah.
I'm sure
she
she'll
was-
still be in peak. If,
Her best show that it did was, I think, Giorgio Baker's, no?
Yeah.
That was a really nice show that she did. So that's not what made me attract. Like I was not attracted to her because of that.
yeah.
That came
Yeah,
later.
that came
Yeah.
a little later. She was not looking like that even when I
Yeah.
started dating her. She was looking totally opposite of what she was looking now.
Not like you anyway, okay?
Yeah.
Like we still love the blind.
You can imagine, right? Immature. How good looking you can be when you're 16 and 18, and
that
when
is
you
true.
look at
When it's
yourself.
acne
Yeah,
at
we
its
did not
you're
look
like,
like the kids nowadays.
we look
They
so
look-
ugly.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. You know, we had a bad odor about us and we looked just completely ugly.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's a
I
correct
always looked like it was straight after sports meet.
Yeah, you just look terrible. I don't know why. There are pictures of me at 16. I think
Yeah.
only my mother will love me.
Honestly.
Nobody else. Like we have been bathing in like drain water.
Honestly, or someone
Yeah.
has been feeding some.
But whereas now kids look so posh.
Yeah, they're so well put together. Like we were not like
I
that.
don't know.
back in the
I
day.
think we didn't have social media, so we couldn't be bothered.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
honestly.
think that was it. That
Yeah.
was it. Yeah.
So tell me, so Balcha was like modeling, peak of
Yeah.
everything. Did they see these pictures? They're like, "Enna idu?"
So they get all this information
Yeah.
from people, all the aunties and the
Yeah.
uncles and all of that because she.
இங்க
there's
பாருங்க, இந்த
K
girl
Parker.
பார்த்து பாருங்க.
There's Hi magazine photos coming up and all of that, and then so those were the.
So were
become
you
issue.
doing like swimwear and things like that at that time?
I never did
That was a
swimwear.
big band.
Never.
Yeah.
For him or just because you didn't
No.
want?
She was not comfortable.
Not because of him. I was never comfortable.
Right.
I always struggled with body issues.
If you are fighting with body issues, you can have.
I mean, it was just something that I had
Huh.
from the time I was young. So it was something that I was not comfortable doing. So I never did it. So yeah.
And so that didn't make it easy for you.
Yeah, I did not.
Yeah.
So was there a time when you gave up modeling because was it that you had to take a decision?
Yeah. I quit modeling the year we got engaged.
Wow.
I was like, why don't you just start your brands and get the models?
Yeah, that
wear
was
your
also the
clothes rather
time
than
when
you
he was
wearing-
like, okay, you know what? Let's start 1331 because this is your passion. You want to be a fashion designer. So move on with that.
So
and
I was like,
also, I didn't
design
want
nice
like
clothes.
unnecessary drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not. Yeah.
And it's not worth it on the long run. A time on
Yeah.
the ramp and a family is.
Yeah, and a family hurting or upset. We didn't want that. We were just
Yeah.
happy being. We were just happy to be together because we were not
Oh.
sure whether we could get married, right? At one
Yeah.
point.
Taboo. But now looking back, all parents and all happy. Do they laugh about those days when they gave you all a tough time?
Yeah.
We bring up the stories.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And
Just to
some-
grill them in,
Yeah,
like.
just to grill them in, look at what you did. You didn't allow us to do this. You didn't allow us to do that. But then after that, now it's fine. Like you know, they're more understanding.
His
Now
dad
you're-
jokes about how when he would drive, there's always like a light-colored hair girl in the front seat.
When I
And he
see
would
my dad, I'm like,
see-
bend down, you know.
So I'm like bending
Yeah.
down. Or when he's with his parents and then when I call, he'll be like mosquitoes.
Yeah.
So his parents are
My
like, "We know
father's
you're a
like, you
mosquito."
made me a mosquito.
Oh,
Because I
that-
cannot like talk, right?
Oh,
Properly,
right. So
like,
that was your
open-
little
like a
code
small
word.
Yeah, code.
Yeah.
There's
So he still
mosquitoes.
laughs about that.
So now they talk about. Now it's a funny thing. Yeah.
Amazing. All right, time for a segment and it's called Kinky. Now that y'all are married and y'all have permission and they know that you'll have a child and it didn't miraculously come about, I can do this segment. Why
We
is
did this
waiting?
last time also, I remember. And I'm still using those.
What are you using
I'm
it
not
for?
using, we are using.
I don't want to come on. I'm not coming again. Okay?
He
You know,
said it.
Danu, how I am. I'll just be open of what I'll just, there's no filter in it.
You, my God, such a long, you all use it for so many years.
Just battery operated. No, you just need to change the
Ah,
battery
that is
whenever
true.
you need to.
But
That's
why are you
Can we
changing the...
stop talking? What is wrong with you guys?
Danu, we'll talk about it later.
Later,
Yeah.
okay, okay. You charge it or a battery?
Battery. Some of the, I think one, you need to change the battery and then charge it also.
Oh, right, right. Well, let me just upgrade it for you all today. This might be solar power.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep
Keep
it out
in the sun. Morning, charged by night.
Thank you to our friends at Midnight Divas for making this possible. Here we go. Your thoughts about role playing?
I think it spoke about fast.
No, what that sound? Thought about role playing. Let's put it this way. Have you all tried role playing? Are you all theatre oriented people in the bedroom?
Not
Yeah,
theatre
sometimes we
oriented.
can be like
Yeah, for the fun of
Shah
it.
Rukh Khan and Deepika Padukone. Or whatever Tom
This has
Cruise.
not happened with me.
Or whatever,
I can
whatever
tell
Tom-
you
Tom
for a
Cruise
fact that has not happened with me.
Do you wait like that for her to come? Like,
not to that extent, little bit. You feel like that.
you feel like
But not like.
you have put a Hindi twist to it.
Yeah.
Arre
A
yaar.
mix of all, Hollywood, Bollywood all together.
This is definitely not with me.
Okay. Do you all risk it outdoors?
Yeah, here and there.
Fazil, you're a great team player.
Yeah,
Here-
these questions he'll be like, yes, let me ask.
Here is me giving you a new lease of life.
Wow, thank you so much.
May you charge less and you smoke.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at Inoma. And here giving it as if she
Can I
doesn't
see
want
what
anything
it
to do
is?
with it.
I'll see it later.
But I'm still worried about the fact that you are charging it.
Is it chargeable?
Yeah, it is.
He keeps it ready.
Are we still like...
We are rolling. We are going to roll. This is going to a break. We'll see you after. I'm sorry, but we have to talk about this before we wrap this show up. Apart from me contributing to Fazil's life with self-sufficient things, you also have had friends who have given you, what do you call it, a rubber ducky?
Rubber ducky.
And now tell me.
I told you this before.
So that's what I wanted to know. So it was rubbery and nice, and you left it open in your room.
So I left it because you cannot take it in and out, right? So you had to leave it in one place because your parents there and I'm young.
Means not out of the room. I was
Out
like,
of the bath, not out of the bathroom.
oh,
It
you were
was in the
sharing
bathroom.
room or?
No, it was in the bathroom. I
Your
kept
own
it there
bathroom.
because it's easy to
Why
keep
would
it there.
someone keep that in the bathroom?
Was it
Why?
your own bathroom?
Yeah, it was in my
Ah,
own.
that's
Own bathroom in the sense, of course, I have two brothers and my sister and all of that, so they're all there. So I had to like keep it, a bit hid. But I was very young. I was like about like in my 21s, the naughty stage of your
Okay.
life.
For you, it started very early.
A little bit of experience you need all
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
right?
true,
At that
true.
time, yeah.
So
at
now
that
you have
time-
kept
so
this
what
like
happened
what,
was my
like
maid
one of
got
the
into toilet.
detergents?
Yeah, my maid got into the toilet and she was like, what's this rubbery thing lying here? So she thought it was like a nice this thing and there were some flowers. Proper flowers, like flowers, like
Plastic ones?
plastic? Yeah, I think
I
it was
don't know.
plastic or real or whatever.
Whatever.
She took that and she nicely kept it, she put the flowers in and she kept it in a corner near the window. Yeah, and then it was nice. It was like a nice decoration piece also. And then it was good because my
And
parents
when
didn't
did
know
you
what it was.
explain this to people? Never.
Never.
It was always a vase.
It was always a vase. Yeah.
And the
Until
flowers
that vase
ca-
got worn out. And then I had to get rid of that vase.
Until your Nilam Kulan touched it. Please tell me this is Fazil, please.
Yeah, that is fine.
Wow, Danu, you will also go and take some.
His cousins.
I was
dress him
forced
up.
to. I was actually. You can
But
see
it's
who that
really
is.
cute,
But you look
though.
beautiful.
Look at the little.
You can see who that is on the side. That's Wasim.
Ah, but
Yeah.
you look beautiful, Father.
Thanks, Danu.
You were dressed by someone or you
I
dressed
was
by
just
yourself?
by someone. I was
cousins.
just by my cousins actually.
You know, I took this picture for the only reason you look like Yohani. Like I
Yohani,
actually
yeah.
took you for Yohani here. Doesn't she look like Yohani?
This is my
That's
peak
Timo, right?
modeling. Yeah, that's Timo. That's
Yeah.
peak modeling.
And you have been contoured to die.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of those shows.
All this will you.
Oh, sorry.
You have a nice jawline in this.
Yeah, fabulous. She still
It's
is
now
gorgeous,
all-
men.
Yeah.
Still, she's breathtaking. Fazil, you had some questionable hair days.
I know.
Quite a
you
lot
just-
of those. But this is the time they thought that they were so cool. They used
really?
to come to
Yeah.
our school to check
Like
out the
thinking like-
girls. Yeah.
I used to wear glasses before.
And how old were you there? And who are those boys?
These are my best friends actually.
Ah.
Yeah.
They'll be so happy to see. You said love was blind.
So the love was blind. So you see,
This
I'm
is
wearing
Love
glasses
Was
and I'm
Blind
anyway
stage.
blind. Danu.
This is definitely love was blind stage.
So why do you think I'm wearing glasses? I couldn't see her clearly. And this is how we dated, man. This is how she looked. And this
By
is
the way,
how I
you look so much like your mum there.
Yeah.
Yeah. How old were you all there?
This is when you used to come to see me at a class or whatever.
Ah, okay.
We had snuck into the
You were like
car for a
18,
quick-
19,
Yeah.
very young.
Going through the phases.
Yeah, that's me.
You were a
like our
chunky
daughter.
baby, no?
Always. So which is where the whole
Body issue comes
yeah,
about.
Issue came, yeah.
I understand. I'm sorry, Inoma, I was never the type to show you naked, but
I'm such a tomboy.
you look really like Rowdy.
I could be.
She can be, she can be.
I can be.
And look at how you transformed.
Yeah.
That's a nice picture.
What is this?
Oh, that's my brother.
Was he a model?
Yeah, this was he was the first model of the family. This was his first photo shoot.
For what? Everything is bigger than him.
I know, it was for some advertisement. I think my mom like signed him up for something.
The golden era of selfies.
Yes, that's me and Fazil's sister. We both got married during the same time. So this
Aw.
is
That's
before
my younger
or
sister.
after one of the functions.
So cute. By the way, all these pictures of I also don't just.
Thank you. We still have the
We
pictures
have
from
the other
last
ones.
time.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's been conversation about his death once again, and he's related to you. Your
He's my first cousin.
First cousin, and does your family, do you feel there's hope for some kind of answer?
I hope, Danu, at least, with this new government, justice will prevail. But then, fingers crossed, we've been waiting for this now. It's been about, I think,
The
10
longest
years.
time. More, way more
Yeah,
than that.
10,
2011.
12 years, yeah. Wasim
12
passed
years,
away.
12, 13.
So we're still
Waiting for.
waiting for hope. I hope something will come out. With this new government, I hope that they will work
Like-
towards this.
Do you all personally know? Do you all have a gut feeling? You all know the truth, but you all just don't know to verify it or not.
Maybe as a family, yes, we have there's a few puzzles
Understand.
that we are trying to solve, but it's like a puzzle that cannot be solved, to be frank to you.
It's a closure that I think
Yeah.
this country also needs, because it was so commercialized.
Yeah. But we feel like there is something dodgy, fishy something that has happened here. But then you cannot make assumptions also without knowing the truth.
That is
so
true.
we'll just wait and see what
happens.
Hope the NPP government will, as they promised that they will come up with a few cases like
Solutions.
Wasim and a few other cases that they have promised that they will get things done. So let's hope for the best.
Amazing.
That's our first child. We now have 2 more, so we have 3 kids now.
Ah,
We have
means
two
cats.
cats and 1 daughter.
This is a Persian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be like that towards cats.
No, I like cats, but Persians are just way more, dramatic and.
They're really cute once you get to know them. They have a
I have
very nice
tried.
personality. A little bit like you. cute and dramatic.
You know, we have a cat called Subramaniam.
What a name, Superman.
Yeah. You know, we always knew he was a bit strange. You know, he was never like comfortable staying at home. It's not that he came like from heaven. He was picked up because somebody threw him and went. And just last year, we got to know after his life on earth for the past 12 to 13 years, he's still alive. The vet said, he's not exactly a domestic cat. We were like, what is it? He has more wild roots in him than, no wonder, man. Such like, like very vicious and like not like, you can't like hug, kiss, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No wonder you don't like cats.
No, I don't like this particular one. He's so rude. He's
But that
rude.
Persians are different. They love a good cuddle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I've had other strays
yeah,
are nice
yeah.
to me. This one is just terrible.
They have different personalities, right? Even animals.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one is an al. Anyway, on that note, we need to wrap things up. So if you are planning on getting some outfits, I personally believe wearing everything local. I have always championed it. It's really nice. And I think we are living in that era to be proud to say we wear a Sri Lankan outfit, because what's the point? We don't have like Louis Vuitton looking at us, no?
Yeah.
It's nice to wear something of ours and wear it to the world to see. If you do support 1331, they have some great things for you to pick and choose, and they've gone all the way to 3XL.
Yes. And now we have a boutique store.
Yes, that's the new one.
Yeah.
That is to embrace the bigger, the better. On that note, we need to wrap things up. Thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks
Thank
for having
you
us.
for
Fun, fun, fun. Until we see you again, keep smiling. It's okay.